Well, good morning. It's Monday. We are moved into the new job. We moved in here Thursday, because I took off Friday. So we moved in here Thursday. We got the last one done. We got 15 loads last week. We cleared this area Thursday. Most of these logs here are from Thursday. We haven't, I don't know, we cut 18 trees or something this morning. But as you can see, the timber's not that big in here. It's a mixed batch. It is a clear cut. We're cutting everything in the daggone wood. My guess is another one of them places gonna be growing houses. And since it's a clear cut, we can kind of push the issue a little bit when it gets wet. So we tried to set the land in here close to the road. I had the tree trimmers bring us in wood chips on this one too. We backed the loader in here Thursday and it sunk, so this belly in here is a little wet. Soft, not so much wet, soft. So we put the wood chips down. I'm gonna lay truck mats out there by the road and a path coming in, you know, right on down through here, so the trucks, you know, they'll pull up there by the service truck, back in there and go out. This should work. Got the loader sitting up on a little bit of a hill. I think the only issue I'm going to have is when it does get wet, it's going to be hard to climb up and down that hill with them, especially with the floaters on it. So I just may have to pile up more or something. We'll work through that. This job here's got I think it's somewhere between 800,000 and 900,000 feet. It's a pile of wood in here. Now I have, I think, 3 or 4 different landings depending on the weather. We got the other side of the job's got a concrete pad we can load on, so we can haul out of there in the pouring down rain, back right off a gravel driveway, and landing will be sitting on a concrete pad. But it's on this woods here. This is a strip, runs all the way, just keeps going back. We're skidding up around the edge of the field. This is the wettest part of the job. So we're trying to get it now while it's somewhat dry, before fall and winter roll in. It once that, you know, winter rolls in, it never dries. So we get the worst part out first, and we may end up with 2 landings in this block. This block, I think, 300,000 feet, or right at 300,000 feet. So it's not quite half the job, but it's close. We may set another landing up for this one out in the field. Just depends on the weather. Where the other landing is, we got a truck around the edge of the field pretty far, so there and again it gets wet, you know, kind of hard to get in. So, but we're started. We're going to go on with it and try to make some production. Young Buck had to run the saw shop this morning. We started this morning, and since he's been cutting, you know, he's learning. He's been pretty hard on chainsaws here. So the one he's been using is kind of messed up a little bit. It's where the spring goes, it broke it off. Now it won't stay running right. You can get it, it'll start, but it'll only run for a little bit and then quit. So I got another saw at the saw shop that he fixed for me. And then I got one that blew the spark plug out the end of it. We were cutting firewood, so it'd helical that. So when the saw Young Buck was using quit, I just told him, run back to the house, because we're not far from my yard, my shop. So I said, run back to the house, get the other saw, take the one that's got the blowed out spark plug, and then your broken saw, and go to the saw shop, and drop him off, and pick the other one up. Because the one I'm using that's in the skidder is brand new, so I hate to turn him loose with a brand new one. And it's the last one I got, so as far as the 500s go, we'd be back to carrying around the boat anchor. So I'm working by myself right now till he gets back. And then once he gets back, he'll get back to cutting. And then we got a pretty long skid, so. But yeah, it's just a basic logging job. Except we're gonna cut everything in the forest. Black Sting will have no idea where to get dinner tonight. He was in between the mats. He came on the load of mats. Poor fella. confused. Yeah, he rode in between the mats all the way over here. Oh well, I guess he'll figure it out. Well, that's the first load of the new job. Seemed to get in there all right. We're running out of room down here now, so hopefully, as they haul, it'll make it a little easier to get the logs up there to it, I'm hoping. They're kind of not backing in very far, but not far enough, but I don't know. I just have to make do with what we got to work with. The landing's tight. Well, they got 8 loads out of here so far. So I'm happy with that. There's probably another load sitting down here, I'd say. And I wish you could see how steep this was. Now, and the problem is, of course, we cut all these trees on this hill. So there's stumps everywhere, so you're riding along and then you're just like on the verge of tipping over, and then all of a sudden you run up on a stump and you gotta stop and back up. I don't know. Maybe after it rains and I ponder this, maybe I'll figure something out better to do. Well, you can see, look how high we are. The loader down the hill like that. It's how much taller we are than the loader. That can give you kind of an idea, I guess, how steep it is. Of course, and it's not, as far as going up and down, it ain't too bad, but trying to walk on the side of it, it's not easy. Well, drive on the side of it, ain't not walking. But yeah, we got 8 loads. There's some more loads sitting down there. He said he might send trucks back. Get one more today, that'd be 9. So that's pretty good, 9 loads, 2 days or so. I'm happy with that. It's a shame we're gonna get all this rain, because at this rate we laid a smackdown on it this week. But it's always the way. Mother Nature's gonna get it in the end. Well, it's supposed to be raining right now, but the sun's out. It's actually turning out to be a really beautiful day. The weatherman didn't hit this one. Radar's still showing it raining out, you know, just west of us, but we're catching a pretty good break. I mean, blue skies, a little bit of clouds, not much. Man, if only we can all be paid the amount of money the weather people get paid to be wrong. Wouldn't that be nice? Man, that'd be nice. But we can't. It's raining so hard, got your windshield wipers on high. Whew. Ain't gonna take long to put the woods underwater like this. Don't make a mess.